Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons, Dice Rolls, and Dumbasses. After a short break, I, your Dungeon Master Tyler, have returned. And joining me is Mark playing
Jester Risen, Furbolg Sorcerer,
as well as Keegan playing
Anu Papala'au, Turtle Warlock,
and Allison playing
Otherwise known as Jim, the Fairy Robe.
and we have Brandon playing
Zoldan.
Wah, Zoldan. Okay,
the Tempest Cleric. And we have John playing
Vosh Moonblade, Rune Knight, Sorcerer,
and,
Kobold.
And we are not joined by other Mark today. So our grumpy gnome wizard Frog will be heavily focused on his studies.
Yet again.
Well, he's always studying. He's a very dedicated guy.
You gotta be when you're a wizard.
So, well, we join our party as they have just finished a meeting with the Knights of the Octagonal Table, where they have gathered some more information about the attack of this black dragon that's been terrorizing the kingdom. They've narrowed down his location to 2 possible cities, one by the name of Oakhaven and one by the name of Arcanum. They hope to find out which of these places the dragon lies in to try and defeat him. They've also gathered the help of the Knights of the Octagonal Table and their limited army to try and hold off some of the forces of an army of kobolds that serve under this dragon. So, I believe where we had very specifically left off, you were all going to make your way to the... I fumbled.
Congratulations, campaign's over.
Yeah, I've made one minor error speaking. Episode ruined. They were going to the prisons to speak to the Wizardess Merellowyn and see if they could find out more. And that's where I leave you all as you all headed that way. What do you guys want to do? Who's leading? Who's doing what?
I'm probably like following who's ever leading us to the prison to meet Merellowyn.
Yeah, so they're leading you guys over there.
Who all, as of the Knights, is like going with us? All of them?
I would say...
Sir Prime?
Yeah, it'd probably just be one of them accompanying you. Probably Sir Prime would be the one. So just them and maybe a couple of other regular guards, human men, fairly nice looking armor. They look, decent guards walking with you. Don't look like slouches.
Okay.
So they're walking with you all, bringing you through towards a set of holding cells, which look like they have pretty rough conditions. And as you guys make your way in, you can see, sitting there at a little table, definitely, you see like some normal-looking people, probably just, drunk tank of guys locked up, a couple regular criminal-looking types, very rough individuals. But then, kind of a stark contrast, you see one of the cells is much cleaner, and it has someone sitting there amidst a stack of books, scrawling away a piece of paper. You can see the figure of a blonde young woman, very full-bodied features. She wears a light blue and white set of robes. And she seems to have not taken notice to a lot of you at this time.
Hello? Ma'am?
Oh. Hello, wait a minute.
Hi.
I know you.
You know us.
How do you know us?
You were the ones from the vision.
Vision?
You, and I'm sure it's plainly clear, Sir Prime. These are the ones I spoke of. Travelers from another world.
Yes, Yes.
That's what we are.
Yes.
You're a bit late.
I see that.
What? Sorry about that.
You really?
I had seen a vision of you coming as saviors, people to protect this land, in search of something. I had seen all of you lost and looking for something.
Yeah.
You especially, the
Vosh.
kobold.
Yes, ma'am. Vosh.
You seek to take down this dragon.
Yes.
For revenge.
Well, that's part of it. Yes, ma'am.
But all of you, there's something very important to you that dragon also holds. Somewhere, amidst that dragon's horde, there's also an artifact, something of great importance, a holy chalice that contains a gemstone filled with life.
It's done. It's done.
Sounds like exactly what we're looking for.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe to fit in our little fancy book.
Or another cup.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure the exact purpose of it, as my divination has been a bit
she's a
weaker
divination,
as of
so
late. Yes, she is a divination.
that makes sense.
And since I've been thrown in here, they've stripped me of my magical equipment. My
Probably so.
my staff was lost to the dragon, but
Oh.
If we can find it, we'll get it back to you.
it'd be marvelous if you could, but my spellbook and crystal ball have been locked away here as some believe I'm a traitor to our people.
We do not believe that.
I could see why they would believe that, but we know why you were wrong. There was
Yes, please, what was it? I
Uh,
know I divined that Arthur's sword would be enough to pierce this dragon's scales.
It's probably partly my fault. The dragon stole something from it's supposed to be my inheritance, and I have a feeling he may be using it.
What was this item?
this dragon
A
was
piece
using
of-
otherworldly powers to surpass your visions.
It was a piece of armor that was given to me as an inheritance. Not just him, but the other two as well. Stole them as well.
There's two more?
Apparently, but not in this area, I guess.
I've seen nothing of these other dragons. I certainly hope they aren't coming to the kingdom. That would be
I'm hoping that as well. Not.
devastating. Well, as
I
far as
think that when you made that prophecy, it was before he took that item, and that might have been the cause.
something to change the course of fate.
Yes,
In your
ma'am.
vision, were we here fighting with you and Arthur?
That's what I had seen. Something where strange heroes had arrived, and now that you mention it, I don't recall seeing Arthur in the vision.
Ah, so maybe it wasn't very. Maybe it was after said battle.
I had seen the other knights. Sir Prime was there. Sir Pent. They were fighting by your side, dealing heavy blows to this dragon, buying you openings.
Was Sir Lancer there in your vision?
No, which would be odd.
Makes sense.
He's never one to shy back from a fight. But it was scattered images, far off, as if watching through smoked glass.
Still future.
Yes, and unfortunately it's the simple nature of prophecies. Not all of them can be certain.
Mhm.
They can always change.
Yes.
The threads of destiny often wind up being more like a spider's web. Much more than a linear sequence as some people may see it. You could always try and glean the future, but one little action could change it all.
Yes.
So
one unexpected factor.
I think that my
That's why we're all here.
Yeah,
To change our futures for our pasts.
I'll make right wrongs that have been done.
So, as far as you all coming here, have you done anything to negotiate with the knights here about letting me out of this damned cage?
We did say something to them.
Yeah, we tried.
But all we got was it being able to meet with you. But
Yeah.
we will try.
Sir Prime's kind of shining to the back of Merellowyn. You know, I would love to let you go, but the others are still uncertain.
Why don't we just let her go? Sir Prime, do you have the key?
Kind of looks around to his belt. Can you give me a persuasion check?
Sure. 8 total. Got a nice nat 20.
I do have access to the key. However, it's something of a code for us as the knights. We'll come to an agreement. Use a democratic rule. If more than half of them still believe she could have been a traitor, she could have assisted in Arthur's death,
I don't believe that
And
is so,
I-
though.
wouldn't in good conscience be able to risk this?
If you could, maybe after this you could set up another meeting with the octagonal table, because there is no reason why she should be in this cell.
Agreed.
Especially finding out about this new vision she's had.
That is true. It has been some time since she's had her equipment. To know anything about you all is unusual.
Could we at least
Divine.
try to see if we can get her some of her equipment back? If,
Yeah,
if not to let her
what
go,
about
but let her try to get her
War
equipment
Beast?
back. Yes.
Maybe she
Something
could
to help.
access more
Anything
of
to
this
help.
divination magic. Give us a little insight into maybe this next battle with the dragon.
I'm going to call that as a little.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. You're the advantage, Bosh.
I'm the advantage.
Yeah.
You got a 20. Dirty 20.
Or dirty 20.
Yeah. Not a nat 20.
Oh, so
I
it
got
was,
11.
what was for...
I got a 12.
What?
What?
He was the one persuading.
I know. Just saying.
Oh, no,
Just
I
saying.
got 16.
Oh, what?
Just wanted to check anyway.
Tanya was the one persuading.
Oh, okay, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys were
Okay,
giving him
you're-
advantage.
Yeah, we're giving him advantage.
Sorry, yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
8.
I'm still 4.
He's a very convincing turtle. He's giving him those turtle eyes.
Yeah, right?
It-
Bat in my eyes.
Very slowly.
Very well. He motions to one of the guards and has them bring her equipment over. You see, he goes to a very thick steel chest with a heavy lock on it and opens it up, bringing forth a very, very pretty pink leather-bound book
Oh.
and a large crystal ball with a very ornate, almost, it's a clear glass stand that goes with it. And they briefly open up the cell, hand her back the spell book and the crystal ball. And she just turns towards Sir Prime and says, "Now, you know, just as a point, if I wanted to leave now, I could.
Exactly, so
But I'm
Exactly.
going
Don't.
to stay here for the time being to humor you."
let us try to convince them, and this will be a good tool to do that.
Now, with my equipment, give me just a few moments.
Yes, ma'am.
I need to see if there's anything new the fates have bestowed upon me. Any new visions. And she's going to sit down at the desk and begin setting up this crystal ball and begin waving her hands as this very powerful, glowing blue magic washes over the orb. And
I'd like
I was-
to try to keep an eye on her, make sure she's not trying to cast any like teleportation spells or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like insight, make sure he's not doing anything to us.
so you guys trying to do insight?
Yeah.
Are you trying to just see what kind of spell she's casting?
Yeah.
So that'd be more arcana.
Yep.
I trust her right now, so I'm
So you're
like,
just watching?
I'm just
Joel,
watching.
anything from you?
You got
She's
13.
beginning to cast this magic.
I'll
on this-
insight. if that's
Insight?
okay.
I trust her.
5 on
I'm not gonna.
5 on Arcana from Jaster.
I got a 13.
I'm trying to think if I want
insight.
insight or
I
not.
got a
Yeah.
+6 on insight, so
So you're going for insight. So what was yours?
13 for insight.
that is a 15.
13 and a 15 on insight. Now-
Actually, since you didn't really insight on that goblin guy from that merriment, then she might not want to risk.
That's true.
She's been tricked once.
She's been tricked once, never again.
I'm not being tricked. It's just like I trust her.
That is a 6.
6. You trust her completely.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it looks like she's doing some kind of fortune telling, and as what you'd all see is, and Jaster, you want to be sure with this kind of magic. It seems more like a studied magic. I will check for Frug because he would still be here and would definitely be interested in the kind of spell being cast.
Of course he would.
However, he's maybe doing okay. That's still about a 15, I believe, off that roll. Not a super high roll.
What about my insight?
So I'll say with your insight, as you guys watch, she casts this magic. You see, as if fog and smoke begin to roll off the crystal ball, and she looks into it, and she sees something that none of the rest of you will be able to see. Frog will turn to the rest of you and go, "Oh yeah, divination magic. It's a school for nerds.
That's exactly what it is.
Besides, they're wrong half the time anyways.
That's true.
I think we're better off keeping our wits about us." And Merellowyn begins to look, and you see her eyes widen. This would be more for Hanu and Zoldan, where you see, as she's looking into this, her eyes begin to widen. Some kind of shock has come over her.
Oh boy.
She turns towards the rest of you,
It is.
puffing and breathing heavily. I've seen something horrible. This dragon is trying to prepare some sort of a ritual. I couldn't see which of these 2 towns it was, but I could see they're beginning to build some kind of a contraption. Something that's channeling magical energy from the earth,
Ley lines.
trying to pull it forward.
Well, both of them have some type of magic. didn't
Yeah,
they?
but
had
one
the ley
was
lines and then
the one that had the ley lines
Arcane.
was more that's more earth based.
that's very true.
They're making something to empower the dragon. Something for some kind of a final push. But with the nature of that contraption, I still can't tell which city to be in. Both Oakhaven and Arcanum have different wells of magical power that can be drawn from. Arcanum does have powerful magical ley lines, but Oakhaven has a powerful natural energy to it.
True.
It'd be tough to say. If you were maybe able to find maybe some of these kobolds working for the dragon, or something where they may have some form of intel of what's going on. I'm sure if you travel north, headed towards either of the 2 cities, you're bound to find some patrols.
Yes.
But they're definitely up to something. If this ritual isn't stopped, I don't think any of you will be able to take this dragon on.
According to what my recently deceased mistress has told me, I'm the only one that can remove this armor. I'm the only one that can use it to its full extent. That's what we've been trying to plan at. Trying to get me in there to get it off.
Some kind of binding magic between you and the armor, likely. Something where you'd be able to strip the dragon of it if you got
Yes.
close enough to it.
Yes.
That would have been really useful, Lila. But you're here now,
Yes.
and with you all here, I think there is still hope for the kingdom of Idilicus, for the bright future Arthur dreamed of.
Speaking of Arthur, is there any way you could see if, like, his sword or your weapons are still somewhere? Like, do we think the dragon has them? I don't see why the dragon would take that, but it's possible.
It's power. It's magic.
It's magic.
Arthur's weapon is a curious one.
Yeah.
His weapon was no ordinary one. It was a weapon of personality, ego. It would suit the nature of its user. It was a weapon specially forged by the gods to be wielded by a hero. A corrupted and evil creature such as that dragon would not be able to wield such a weapon. It's likely still within this dragon's hold, but there's no chance the dragon could be wielding this weapon. If any of you were to get your hands on this and be deemed worthy to hold it could be a powerful weapon to use.
Okay.
Do you know of anybody that might be able to trace the weapon from afar?
Oh, yeah.
The trick to it
Locate object.
is
Does it be
somebody could cast the locate object spell. They could try and find it, but the trick would be knowing the weapon.
Yeah.
Apart from myself and the other members of the octagonal table, there's not likely anyone who'd know of the weapon. And then the dungeon master has to look up a spell to see who has it.
And what is one of the other? Because there's two other wizards on the.
It is a
right?
spellcaster.
One of them's a cleric, or
But it also will only show you where it is within 1,000 feet.
yeah, I know it had a limit.
I thought it was further.
But you also would have to have seen it up close to within 30 foot. So yeah, the only people who would be capable of this would more than likely be Merellowyn herself, or I'm trying to remember his name. Sorry,
Yeah.
Surmise.
Yes.
But Surmise is partially trained in magic, more of a warrior.
What about a spell scroll?
Well, again, a spell scroll for this could work if one was written up, but the only trick is you'd have to have seen it.
Well, we could maybe use this as a way to get you out. Maybe they send you with us, and you could use, or you could try to locate the sword for us, if you're willing to.
It was such
Maybe
a
do
short
some
range.
Yeah, we'd have to get close.
We'd already know where it was before we knew where to find it.
Well, if it's in a horde, maybe not.
If I had to guess, the weapon is likely in the dragon's hoard, which is where you're most likely to find the dragon.
Yeah.
A dragon
They don't
with
leave
an
their hoards
army,
unguarded.
he has a whole army to roam his lands for.
And he doesn't need to leave.
He wouldn't need to leave his own lair. Why would he leave where he has an advantage? Especially not with his plot brewing. A plan for it to become insurmountably more powerful.
Well, at least he doesn't have the use of his wings anymore. Permanently.
How could you say that?
No magic can heal his wings.
No.
My
But
mistress saw to that.
Perhaps the nature of this
Yeah.
ritual may be
To get his wings back, but it would be a lot harder.
forge some new means.
Or to break.
What if he's like building some rocket wings?
Rockets. I don't know if this, but
Me either, I guess.
you probably would actually. So you're from, regular
That's-
Forgotten
yeah,
Realms where
that's
there's
true.
artificers and stuff. But yeah, Merellowyn, no clue.
Yeah. How far away are Oakhaven and like days ride? How many
Days. I believe the two of them.
They're like the same distance.
Yeah, they're about the same distance. Of, I believe a couple to a few days travel was around where it was. So they're pretty far right out, and you have to figure out which one you need to head to. It is going, you could start off going roughly the same direction as, one's more north, one's more northeast. You can always cut through, trying to, go between them two, depending on what you find out.
I just don't know what to do here. Because it's like, we know he needs, latent magic or whatever it is, and they both seem to have that.
If he's using the kobolds to build something for him, it's probably going to be right near where he is.
Well,
It's going to be in the same entity. So the more kobolds we see in that area, we could stay in a distance and see how many are roaming in
but
them.
we still have to. They're like a 3 days ride from each, right? So we go and then kind of have to like.
I'd say they're at least a day and a half apart from each other.
Yeah, so we'd have to like. That's more time. And in your vision, how far along did the building look? Did it look?
The vision I saw
Yeah.
was of this device being used.
Oh, okay.
This powerful wave of magic being released, flowing into the dragon. And then it was as if the dragon had peered at me and severed the vision.
Oh. That's not good.
That's not good at all.
I did see, though, when the dragon had been in this empowered state right before the vision ended, it seemed as if he was being covered in these swirling runes that were shifting from a golden color and turning this sickly black.
He's trying to corrupt the armor.
He's corrupting, your inheritance.
He will pay.
Well, joy.
But you couldn't see anything about like the surrounding area.
When
Try to give us some type of.
when she says
No.
when she says that, Vosh will start. You can already start seeing him getting angrier and angrier about that because.
Barbarian.
Not a
Rage
barbarian, but
minus
still.
Rage light.
Rage
So,
light,
are
just
you
getting
guys trying
angry
to
because I'm like.
negotiate, having Merellowyn released into your care to, you want to be able to help you find Arthur's weapon.
I mean, I definitely want to suggest that to the octagonal table. We don't necessarily have to find it, but we could use that as an excuse to get her out.
Put her in our care.
Yeah, I'd like to fucking fight side. Freaking Merlin is one of my favorite. She's one of my favorite wizards of all time.
Gender bended Merlin.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah.
Magical girl
Yeah,
Merlin.
not a creepy old man Merlin like he usually is. But I don't know what else to ask her. I don't think there's really much.
Is there any?
The only thing I can think of is I have this cloak of Ravenkind, which lets me turn into a fucking bird, a raven, and I can fly. But I mean, at flight speed of 50, I could, like, if we go in the middle, I could try to go to 1, and then try to get back. But it's not going to be the fastest.
Party days apart. I love
Yeah,
it.
that's
It's a good
what I'm
idea.
saying. We'd be
All I can do is
days
destructive lightning shit.
Yeah. I mean, if someone like casted haste on me, if we have that, I could get there a little faster, but I don't know.
Slightly?
Yeah.
I would say it would be a good bit faster flying because you wouldn't be traveling through the woods.
Yeah, I could but I just don't know how I would get like a signal back to you guys.
What about a
Say, like,
sending
oh,
stone? Does anyone in the place have a sending stone?
Yes, I think Frog was
He had a
talking
sending
about
scroll.
He has a sending scroll.
He has a sending
He's
scroll.
currently been. So Frog would pipe in. Well, I'm real close to transcribing the scroll into my spell book. A little more time, and I should have that done. And I'd be able to send messages, but it does take a lot of magical energy to do so. I've really just got the scroll for now.
So that's the only idea I really have. Like, we could kind of head towards both, camp out kind of in the middle of them, and, I could fly over there.
I mean, you guys could always try and
We could
investigate while
always-
you're on the way.
when we need to
That's true.
split, we could always go to Oakhaven. You could fly off to Arcanum.
Arcanum, yeah. And then I could meet you guys,
But you'd have to be very
I'd be
careful.
by my damn self,
Yeah.
possibly in the midst of an army.
And a dragon.
Ley lines might get you there faster.
Sir Prime would also mention, and don't feel, heroes, that you have to go on your own. When you're ready to begin moving, we could have some troops ready to go with you, a couple of units. Whichever way you decide to head off to, we could check out the other way, scout ahead.
That would be beneficial.
I know Sir
kind of-
Mize is able to cast this sending spell you're speaking of.
Okay. What type? How big of an army do you guys currently have in order to help fight alongside us? If
What can you
possible?
spare?
Yeah. What can you
Yes,
spare?
remaining from our initial attack, we lost quite a few men. We need to leave the bulk of our forces here to protect the city.
Yeah, just in
If
case.
we were to fall,
Understood.
the regular men and women of the city can die, or else what would we be fighting for?
I agree.
But, let's see, numbers was never my strong suit. I know we've got at least a couple of scouting units still remaining. And then probably a few units worth of regular foot soldiers. As well as myself and the other 4 knights. We're probably worth about a unit apiece.
Speaking of units, I just had an idea. We found your this. I'm going to address this towards Merellowyn. We recently just found that you had 3 scarecrows. Do you think you could make more of them to help defend?
The training dummies?
Yes, they are actually now helping out the guard at the moment.
Yeah.
In Corndale, the ones at Lancer's house?
Yes,
Yes.
Apparently the one that actually is on par with the captain.
yes. I was wondering if we could probably get some more of those. They may be able to help out.
Well, I know those ones had quite a bit of time to learn and improve, but
Understood.
I don't remember them having that much sentience. I really had just made them where they could just take a good bit of damage. I don't recall adding anything to
Well-
the spell to give them this.
One of them, the one that's good against the captain, is basically he wants to literally become a swordsman and go on adventures. Where the other,
Yeah, they're like legit.
they literally had
like,
personalities, full-on
Yeah.
personalities.
No. Yeah.
You didn't do that. You just made them like hardier. You didn't give them sentience.
Well, the sentience, as much as you'd give an automaton, I thought I'd given them, basic commands, but this is fascinating.
Yeah, one of them was.
Maybe more to my magic than I thought.
Don't know your own magic.
But something like this, it sounds like it developed over time. I don't know if regular dummies would work the same.
They said they were, sentient since you cast a spell on them.
They just didn't
They
want to tell
just
you.
they just didn't say they didn't literally they were just playing their part. After that, they just didn't say anything.
I must have been too specific on those commands.
Could have been.
But they also did take considerable time to make.
Understood.
Probably a couple of days apiece. A lot of enchanting parts to make them.
We don't have that time.
I
We
think
don't have
it'd be
that time,
reasonable at this point in
unfortunately.
time.
Yeah, damn it.
It could be a good idea for the future.
Yeah.
Kind of thinking, maybe not like you to make them too sentient because aren't green dummies more flammable than people?
True, but you
Think about it
could
something that's more acid resistant.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
Because like, it's gonna be sad if we bring one of them and one of them just catches on fire by the.
What's acid resistant?
Metal. But
Glass,
metal.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Glass.
Maybe.
Glass.
That would be even worse to be made out of.
True.
Obsidian.
That would probably be very good.
Yeah, that would work.
Let's just make a giant titan out of obsidian. Let's go.
Or like gold.
The obsidian titan.
Defend this with your life.
Oh, if we made them out of gold, then the dragon would be like, yoink.
That's true.
Maybe that's
Picks
the
up the dummy.
Oh, decoy dummy.
Fill them
Decoy
with
dummy. We can make a
bombs.
decoy dummy.
No,
Decoy dummy.
The Trojan
Yeah,
bomb
what if we
dummy.
did like
You-
a Trojan
so,
horse?
so the current working plan is make a giant golden dummy filled with explosives, give it sentience so it can be kidnapped by a dragon, and have it explode itself inside of its lair. Alright, well, as soon
Not
as
exactly.
you guys get the
Not
thousands
exactly.
of coins worth
Yeah,
of gold
right.
to
Yeah,
make
no,
it,
no.
and explosives.
I do have thousands of coins.
Wait, are we actually doing this?
So, no.
No, no, we're not doing it.
No.
The only thing I can think of to do is head out with a party
Yeah.
to both cities. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, we could do like the Trojan horse kind of thing.
You want to like give him an actual horse?
No, like
Or a Trojan dragon.
like just an object made out of gold we could put ourselves in it just to get
Yeah,
trapped
yeah.
and get kidnapped.
Yeah, and just have like a little bit of gold.
So Prime would pipe in.
That'd be a lot of gold.
So you're saying decorate something, make it like a peace offering, like we're going to surrender to the dragon, and stick yourselves inside of it.
It could work, but that's just an idea.
Some sort of lavish
Yeah.
carriage.
This idea sounds amazing, foolproof even.
Not
I don't know about
foolproof.
that.
So Prime like perks up this like, I wish I thought of this.
I don't know if this will.
Genius.
I don't know if this is foolproof though.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's foolproof.
Well,
I see
it could
it.
definitely get you past the initial defenses. I mean, no offense to you, Vosh, but how intelligent could the kobolds at the front gate really be?
Yeah.
Vosh
It dep-
sweating nervously.
It depends on the dragon they serve under. So, yeah.
Actually, this isn't a terrible idea.
This is a bad idea. Unless you have a secret compartment that you put in there.
You mean like the carriage you guys rode
Yeah,
in
that's what I'm
town?
saying. The carriage that we had a secret compartment full of flammable shit. We could hide in it, decorate the outside, like Sir Prime said, and then when he goes to take it, just
This is
fucking-
like a bad magic trick going to be
Bomb
going
it.
like for a
Buy some
goddamn
cheap
magic
flammable
show.
shit to throw in there.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
to be
boy.
fair though, it would be a considerable amount of gold to decorate this carriage
Yeah,
up
to,
like
like-
that.
Not only that, but
It
it'd
just needs
take
to
a
look like
considerable
that.
amount of
You guys-
time too.
You-
Gold pink, gold
you
pink.
guys have
Is there
gold.
Yeah, is there gold?
I will say, actually, Vosh, can you give me I want to say history check with advantage, as they say.
Can I give him guidance?
No, because you wouldn't have known he was doing a thing.
With the
You have advantage on this.
Oh, advantage, so I can roll
It's
again.
something you would be more likely to have knowledge of than
So
anyone
okay,
else.
that's 13 plus what was it again?
History.
History. So that's 14.
So with a 14, I'd say that's high enough to know. You would know a true dragon like this would be able to tell if gold is fake or not.
Yeah,
Yeah, they would be able to tell easily if it was fake gold.
Some sort of gold
Easily.
cloth to drape over the top.
Wait a minute. What about the sheets of platinum?
Yeah, platinum's valuable.
I ain't giving my money up. I'm just saying that right now.
I ain't giving mine.
Everybody
I got it.
wants to use
I
the
got it.
Trojan horse, but nobody wants to pay to build.
Not me. I didn't want to do it. I thought it was a bad idea from the start.
I would say something to Sir Prime, like, you guys have to have a lot of gold. You have some. What do you have in the keep?
Now, I'm not typically the one left responsible for things like finances. If you wanted to allocate gold for this, you definitely have to convince Sir Mize of this plan.
I would ask Merellowyn, what is your opinion on this?
I mean, what's next, Sir Goldmember?
So Merellowyn's sitting there almost in stunned disbelief at this idea.
Yeah, I'm asking her.
I think I have my concerns for the future of this kingdom.
You and me both.
Well,
Oh, they
what
got
idea
skills.
do you have? You've spent a lot of time here brooding. Have you thought of anything?
Yes, that was what I was like.
It's very important that you stop whatever this ritual is.
I
that
agree.
The dragon's doing, and hope that the dragon isn't there while you're trying to. It could be very dangerous to try and deal with both of these at once. I imagine there'd be a lot of military forces. But I think your best bet is probably lots of scouting ahead, planning, not taking such risky measures. I mean, the dragon might fall for this, but it didn't seem too easy a trick. If you're going to go with this, secret carriage trap, just be very careful with how you present it. It could be very risky.
I also have an idea. Seeing as I am a kobold, and I could probably infiltrate their ranks when we get there, and pretend to be one of them,
Disguise yourself.
disguise myself as one of them,
Now
and
this could work.
That is very
Excellent.
And Frog does have disguise self, so he could even disguise himself.
You know what
as
would be
a
funny if we were actually presenting the Holy Grail at this point?
oh boy,
That's all the kobolds.
It's a joke.
Yeah, that's
Four-
all. That's all
4 foot or 4 foot's basically what I am at, but
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Stretching.
Yeah.
hurt yourself.
Don't hurt yourself stretching. You
Slightly abnormally large kobold.
they can range in size,
Yeah.
but it's
oh, you
usually
about enlarging him?
Let's see how far I could disguise self down in height.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, so you're pretty tall for a kobold.
I'm
right?
tall for a kobold.
And
Yes.
how tall was that?
I'm 4 foot.
Yeah.
So I'd be a little taller than that.
A taller, much taller kobold.
But they do range in size, so some of them can be a little bit taller, but not too tall.
Brute kobold.
Exactly.
You would try and disguise yourselves as kobolds?
I think that's a terrible idea, really.
Can I pass this one?
Not only that, but
You-
that getting information out of the kobolds would be a lot easier then.
Yeah, but we'd have to find some outliers, ones that aren't close to
Exactly.
the main army. Yeah, maybe we could do that. Find some scouts.
Here,
We could
oh,
take
wait,
their
I-
armor. Well, they
I
probably
forgot I
won't wear
have the
armor.
spell. Enlarge.
Not really.
No,
It's
military
very, very little.
force, I would
Irrelevant.
imagine. Yeah. That's actually.
But
good.
they do have there are wizard,
I wonder if we found
kobolds,
some,
different.
you could just be like, "Oh, hey, I got lost.
Or-
Where's camp?"
Yeah, I could
Does that
pretend to
matter?
be that.
Point to.
Try and
which
trick the
one-
kobolds, get some
Yeah.
information.
They're
Mhm.
usually stupid. You're not
Yeah.
stupid, but they usually are.
I mean,
It's all how they were raised too. So
I don't think this
treated
one's
by
gonna
their master
be-
or mistress.
All right. I don't think there's much more Merellowyn can do. So.
Thank you for all your information that you have, and thank
Yeah,
you
so
for your
let's
help.
Up to the
Here.
octagonal table and.
Here.
try
Oh,
to-
I think I can help with the disguising of you guys as kobolds because I have the
Yep.
feet enlarge and reduce. This is
Temporarily, at least.
Temporarily, but
Yeah.
You could make Jasper's disguise very convincing, reducing his size.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to go that much further. I'd just
Oh.
be slightly tall.
Oh, well, that's not that bad.
you're not, yeah, but what about hunting?
Yeah, shrink someone down
I
with
just-
a disguise. He
I
does
just
have a
need
shell.
disguise, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
turn
only
me into a regular turtle.
thing. I can also just turn into a bird
Yeah, that's true.
and fly.
Yeah.
I could also do that. Like, if you want to do this, and if you want to disguise it, you can disguise yourself, and I think Frog can
Frog
too.
can disguise
So you
himself
three
also.
could try to infiltrate it, and I can just fly around as
Right.
a bird. Only thing I'm worried about is if the dragon is near, maybe he could like sense some magic, but we're trying
He-
to find some like outliers.
He may, but he might also be more distracted on what he's focusing on at
That's
the moment.
true.
So
Of all our spells, here, I can always take my gold bar, wait for the friend to dig it, and eat it.
not the smartest idea
You could try.
because he would probably burn you to a well.
You
Melt
can
you to a crisp
always
first.
Try.
Yes, I
She's
have a
very
gold bar.
fast.
I'm very fast. and I have a
Yeah,
gold
but not
bar,
if
so-
you're a kobold.
So, are you guys beginning like you say you're walking your way out of the keep at this
Yes.
point?
Yeah.
Yes.
So as you guys are doing this, Sir Prime would be kind of listening along to these ideas. And as far as it goes, I think if I try and convince them to release Merellowyn into your hands, I think they'd be more willing to listen. I also know Sir Rooster should be on my side with this. He's got a soft spot for her. I think we can probably convince them.
Okay, that would be ideal.
When were you all thinking of heading out?
I mean, you made it seem like it was urgent.
Yeah, as soon as
As
possible.
As soon
quickly
as
as
you
you can.
As soon as you could get, like if you could help us get like a scouting party kind of together.
We have them prepared already.
Okay.
They're already mobilized in the field. It'll just be a
Okay.
matter of sending orders for when they need to move closer. They're
Okay.
currently both parties should be about halfway towards either city. We've got them
Okay.
split out a bit.
Do
Understood.
they have a way to communicate back to you guys?
Other than Sir Mises' daily communications, we don't have much as far as updates from them.
Okay. Are they sending like birds or ravens or?
They would have messenger birds. Typically it'd be a pigeon,
Okay.
something trained, but
I was
that's
thinking Gigathrones.
it's much slower. Yes, but as far as our messaging, we usually have a daily report they give in brief.
So they're about a day's ride from either.
Day and a half, perhaps, along
From
the
either
main
city.
stretches.
Okay.
Okay. So I say.
We need to gear up before doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can we ask Sir Prime? You guys got any equipment we could use? Some horses?
Yeah.
We also could visit, that shopkeep that keeps following us around.
Yeah. I don't have enough money for.
Well, we still
Anything.
have we have the weapons that we got. Remember those musical instruments? We could use that to barter lower prices.
I was gonna keep my fiddle.
Don't I have an instrument?
We all got one.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, I think everybody picked up an instrument.
I don't remember what I picked up.
I don't think I got one.
Okay.
I got the cello.
I think. Oh, sorry. Frog didn't still have the cello, right?
No, he gave the
He
cello
traded, yeah.
and I gave him the banjo.
Yeah, he's got the banjo. I got the violin. He's got the cello.
Oh yeah, I think
thought
I
you
heard.
Frog is kind of there, plinking along.
Yeah.
Well, I
one of
wasn't
those
thinking of
strings.
getting rid of my banjo.
Yeah. And what else
As
was
soon as
there?
I figure out how to
Drum,
play the thing.
There was drums and trumpet, wasn't there?
A drum, a trumpet,
And the
then
sword, yeah.
Here,
The baton,
There was a
Conductor's
baton, so it was like a club and a rapier.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I don't really need this.
I know somebody was going around scooping up all the instruments they could.
I was busy chasing something else.
Yes, we know.
Yeah.
I never picked up one.
You almost got us an instrument. You were
Yeah.
going for the armpit.
Maybe we could. No, he's a businessman. He would give us something to help out this city. Doesn't care.
That's a very, very astute observation.
All right.
Doesn't care about
Do
this
you-
city
I
or
would-
this world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would say this, Sir Prime. Do you want us to go with you while you try to convince the other knights to let Merellowyn out, or do you think this is a matter best left to your own devices?
I think I'll be able to convince them in a little bit of time. If you give me a few hours, I believe I should be able to convince Sir Mize to issue you a few horses.
Okay.
But it's a bit much. I know. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but we don't have a lot of reputation from you to hail you as heroes that can slay this dragon.
It's understood.
I'll do what I can. I'll let you know in a couple hours' time. I'll send a word for you. I'll
Yeah,
try
thank
and
you.
acquire for you what I can to send you on your way.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say like,
We're your
Look,
last
it-
hope to
yeah,
defeat this
exactly.
dragon before it becomes.
you know, we're
Unstoppable.
willing to do what you guys have neglected to try. So
And I would say like anyone who's got a bit higher of a passive perception.
I've got a 10 wisdom.
I'd be
I got
wisdom
a
plus
13. I got a 13 of passive perception.
Yeah, 10,
Yeah.
10 for me.
So I feel like Zoldan and Pragnoa noticing as you're saying this, it looks like the words are stinging a bit deep. You see, he does have this sense of shame as you guys say, "Well, we're willing to do what you want." He's
I
gonna
never
turn
said
his back. Don't worry, I'll get you some horses.
all right, sounds good.
and he'll turn back towards the keep and leave you guys to your own devices. As you a little bit of time on getting any preparations, couple of hours before.
I want to go and find the guy, see how much I can get for this cello that I don't really need.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna start a
We could.
band.
I wanted
No.
to start a band.
I don't.
Yeah.
Me, I'm trying to get that
I
hammer.
figured we'd all take a level of bar and then we'll be freaking a little actual band.
I want to play the.
I just want to see how much I can get for this thing, because I'm trying to get that hammer. Remember?
Yeah.
There's nothing really I can get.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't remember if he had anything good.
No, he didn't really have anything. The only thing I'm thinking about is getting that damn sword,
What's
Excalibur.
Excalibur.
No.
I have a feeling
'Cause I
I'm
am-
not gonna be able to leave with that.
I'm pretty close. I just need 4,000.
Who knows?
So-
I mean, that's kind of like King Arthur's.
I mean, you never know. I mean, I will use the sword to smite down those
He's
who
not
are
using it
evil.
anymore.
Yeah, but what if they bring it back? I guess you can. It's been a long time.
We're just bringing it back to. Do I know that? Probably. We're just bringing it back to the Lady of the Lake.
Yeah.
The long way.
So we think that wherever the dragon is, that's where its hoard obviously is. So that's most likely where Excalibur
Right.
is. Well, we don't
And
know
not only that, but
Excalibur.
there will be a ton of kobolds around it.
Yeah, and that's also where Merellowyn's staff is. Maybe we can find some other.
Well,
dope
And what
shit.
she, I think she would have clarified it better. It was less of her staff was lost and more of it was destroyed.
Okay, so don't need to worry about her staff. Okay.
Well, maybe if she could have,
Holy Grail.
bring it. We could still bring the pieces. Maybe she could fix it herself. Who
She
knows?
can make her own.
Or
Well,
she
holy
can come back
chalice.
later and they
Yeah, holy
can pick
chalice.
through what we don't take.
Just wanna- I,
All right, I say we get ready.
Visions of treasure dance to your heads. So you want to go to look at the inventory of this lovely caravan that
Yeah.
Well, I
you
wanna
guys have
head-
just barely seen in
I
town.
would like to head to the Church of the Raven Queen myself, but I don't want to split up again.
I see. I mean, for this, you could say, we're doing like a little bit of traveling around town, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
It's broad.
I definitely want to go to the shrine of my god and all that.
So you guys are probably going the same sort of way together.
Yeah, we're besties now.
Religious besties.
I'm worshiping a vengeance god. He's worshiping a god of mysteries.
Yeah, of darkness
Edginess.
and death.
Well, I'm just the god of lightning and vengeance.
Yeah.
It's a
So
good combo.
There you go.
Darkness and lightning.
Hey, create a dark thunderstorm. Let's go.
So you're trying to just more or less go back to the caravan. Was anyone going with Vosh?
Yeah, I'll go to the caravan.
all right.
Okay,
The
well,
caravan.
so we'll split off a little bit. So, do you have the map of the town?
I would say
Pitter
before I
patters
split up
away.
and be like, if they have anything new, let me know.
Please do as well.
Especially anything Raven related.
Understood.
The new stock isn't in yet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but soon. So you guys would come from the keep, passing the large area where the statue lays, going over the section of bridges over these large aqueducts, and as you guys make your way through, for Zoltan and Hanu, you'd be heading more towards southwest district of the city, towards a couple of the smaller shrines, farther away from these central churches, much more reclusive, less well-kept shrines. The rest of you find yourselves going to what is still a very busy market square, looking for this strange purple-topped caravan. And as you begin making your way through, you see tucked far, far away towards almost the back section of the markets, you see a different figure standing there, trying to attract customers. Huh?
Is it the turtle?
Afraid
It's the
not.
turtle on the
you guys would see this immensely powerful-looking dwarf wearing what seems to be an outfit made of mostly leather straps and scraps of metal. And he is swinging around a massive jeweled hammer. You see set up next to him is some kind of almost carnival game. And he's cheering people over. Come, come, all of ye who think you're strong enough for Horgrim the Horde Master's challenge. You could be the lucky winner of a magical artifact of amazement and wonder.
Should use them larger dudes and fucking slam them.
You're not bad.
Hey, look, I'm a strong fucker.
So, currently, the small fairy woman,
So is
Vosh and Jaster are inside of this, as you guys are on the other side.
So is this
of
still
town.
the same guy that we?
No, different
Oh,
guy.
it's a dwarf. Remember on the...
Well, no, I'm just saying,
on
is this the
thing?
same caravan that we'll be?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's,
so-
On
that's
the
just
side,
what
it had
You
a
would
bunch
see-
of different ones.
You would see on the side of the caravan, the smiling face of Twilly Bob is worked into this mural painted onto the side of the caravan. And as you guys approach, it almost appears as if it gives you a wink.
Oh,
Did that caravan just think at us?
yeah, it's probably him.
How many pictures are on this mural?
7? Sorry, it was 6.
Yeah.
6 of them.
So 6 and then
6
whoever's
franchises.
outside, yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe one every new place.
Well, no, yeah. So you see this, this dwarf as you get closer. This outfit is just way too revealing for public. He's wearing more or less loincloth with like the padded metallic shoulders with studs built in. You can see he's got this long, flowing brown hair that's almost in a dirty mullet. None of the usual braiding you would see on looking fine for a dwarf. And you see, as opposed to normal jewelry, this man seems to have just metal embedded into the knuckles of his fists.
Legit built-in brass knuckles.
Yeah, as if they've been cut into his hand and magically healed into them to become part of them.
There, sounds pretty kind of painful.
Love-
You see,
love you
and
want that.
Vosh, you have, you're pretty strong, right?
Yes.
So the swole bald with, his
Swole bald.
with his immense frame. You see this guy seems to have just rippling power coming from him. He makes Vosh look small. And despite his small stature, this guy's built like a brick wall.
Just a fucking tank.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Did you guys want to just be here for this part?
No, I just want to write his name down.
Okay. It's Horgrim, the Horde Master.
Horgrim.
Oh, you there! You look pretty powerful. Did you want to try giving it a swing? As he motions towards Chem.
Oh
Sure, why not? It looks fun.
Oh,
Strongest ladybug I've ever seen.
I'm not a ladybug.
no! I just rolled ahead of time.
Well, you can't roll ahead of time, because then you have to roll when you do something.
I know. I know.
Alright,
Just checking
so-
stuff out.
You're ruining your primed dice.
Yes, for real.
Prime,
How much
nothing.
is it for this thing?
Brand new.
Oh, it is free to try today, young lady, as I'd love to see people check out our magical wares. But you do only get one try.
Okay.
This hammer will allow you, using both your strength and willpower, to give it your best shot to knock this bell out of the park. And you see it's absolutely one of those strength testing machines. It's got all the different, different settings on it. So,
Don't drop the dice.
Too late.
That does not count.
so he hands you this immensely sized jeweled hammer. When you see, as he hands it to you, this thing looks massive, huger than you. But as he hands it over to you, the hammer shrinks down to your size, to where it fits you perfectly as a weapon.
Oh, wow. Okay, I wasn't fine with the original size, but alright.
So, try and give it your best shot. All you do is strike right here.
Swing, bada, swing.
So, as you do this, it is going to be a strength check, as well as whatever your highest mental stat is.
Highest mental.
So, what's your highest of intelligence, wisdom, or charisma?
Here,
Charisma for me.
charisma.
So it'll be a strength check and a charisma check.
Okay, so should I roll 2d20s?
It'll be 2d20s, yeah. But you gotta know which is for which.
Okay, okay, I think for the strength check, it would be, doing my little daisy dice, and then use one of my cat dice for charisma.
Yep.
Get both that one.
Here, oh, you better not
Do not jinx it, man. Come on.
I'm just being a jackass.
Do I have to deal with people?
I'm trying to cheer myself up, damn it.
Alright.
She did get a 2, you do.
Yeah, the strength check was a 2, but the charisma is a 14 total.
So, you can see she strikes as hard as she can with this hammer, and it begins to. You see the actual impact of the hammer is pretty weak, but then it seems as though some magic still impacts through it, some sort of potential, and brings it sailing up, maybe about less than halfway up the actual chart. It'd land on Little Striker. Just under Novice Adventurer. It was a good try, but it looks like your strength wasn't up to the challenge. As he does this rippling pose.
Like, ah, man.
I was sure you had it. Would anybody else care to try? Anyone?
I'll give it a shot.
Motion around. You see a crowd is beginning to form as you're doing this. He's like motioning towards the little kids in the crowd. And he'd also turn towards Jim. Sorry, one thing.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
He would also say, and here, for you, as something of a consolation prize, please have one of these on the house. And he hands you a small flask with a swirling rainbow liquid.
Oh, great. Vomit liquid.
This is something to drink when you're ready to have a fun time.
Drugs. It's giving out drugs to little kids.
For reference, the potion will make you swirl rainbow colored all over your body when you drink it.
A rainbow cologne. A favorite.
And its effects last for about a minute. So you guys would see a couple of kids start pushing their way up, trying to go for winning a prize. Do. They shine and shove past Bosch and Jaster.
I don't know what we're doing yet.
Yeah, you guys are a little off from it.
Walking to the shrine.
So you see again, one of these kids runs up to swing, and it's like the hammer has no impact as he swings down. But you see, it flies up just past where Jens had landed.
Dang.
Novice adventurer. Oh, a good try, young man, but maybe when you're a bit older, you could start working out to look big and strong like me. And he begins doing like the full, putting on a show, strutting around, doing the flexing. Next one. Who thinks they've got what it takes?
I'll give it a shot.
Vosh walks up, rippling elbows and muscles. Are you guys doing any cheating beforehand?
No, I don't cheat.
No enlarging or anything?
No.
Just want to go for the flat rolls.
Yes, I am.
So for you, it would be your strength and your charisma as
Yep.
well.
Yep. Strength and charisma.
So which one's which?
This is going to be my strength. This is going to be my charisma.
All right.
So my charisma is 19, 20, 21, and this is
I'm sorry, and the strength one would be athletics.
it's still 6.
Yeah.
So it's
Also, it's 6 instead of +4.
oh yeah. So it's still plus. Yeah. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a 19 and a 21.
19 and a 21.
19 strength, 21 for wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah, for my charisma. Sorry, charisma.
I think that's enough.
You would see, as he begins striking onto this, the thing, he slams into it, and it begins sailing up. You see, almost magically empowered as this flies and flies higher, and it stops, just short of the top.
18.
You see right up by the top where it says, Legendary Hero. You land just short where it's Seasoned Adventurer. Oh, that was a really close try. Now for you, I know you really put your all into it. I can give you a special prize for this. It's not quite the top, but here is a special coupon for you.
Okay.
And he gives you a coupon that says 50% off any item from Twilly Bob's.
50% off. I'll take that. Yep.
He almost beat it.
Yeah,
We got 2 nat 20s.
2 nat 20s would have done it.
or 2
But
20s probably.
it was a certain combined score that I can't tell you.
Oh, that's cool.
You want to go for it too? So for Jasper, it'd be strength and
That's gonna help
Yeah,
out a great
charisma.
deal.
Alright. So I'll start with charisma.
17,
So that's 20.
23.
Yeah, 23.
23,
For the strength.
Come on, at 20.
A 4.
I use magical guidance. Spend a sorcery point to reroll an ability check.
So you begin to swing and you feel it's coming in weak. You also magically shift the way you're swinging the hammer.
I'm with that.
Can I have you roll again with charisma?
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Being generous.
It was worse.
So I would say in this case it'd be you are really, you can feel as you lift this hammer. It's like your magic courses through you, and this hammer, it seems to attune with it. It feels almost like you're casting a spell as you swing it down. But you feel your strength is just not enough behind it. You almost try and supplement this with your magic. It's almost as if at the last second you feel something in the hammer begins to kick back at you. As it does begin to sail up and make it about halfway up, you can see adventuring prospect. Oh, it was a good try, but you've got to work on your muscles, young man.
All right.
You'll never get the girls with muscles like that. And he points towards your tree bark arms. But you do get a consolation prize.
All right. Let's see.
So you guys aren't there.
I know.
But what you
those
would
things
get,
called?
high striker game.
I'm definitely trying that when we get over there, just for the hell of it. I'm
So
gonna give myself guidance here.
sorry, 1 second. He will give you a small clay doll, and as you grab it, you watch as it takes the shape and form of you. He'll say,
Effigy.
"This is quite useful for someone as magically inclined as yourself. It's called a you-do doll.
I like that.
Whenever somebody tries to hit you, that poor little guy is going to take the blow for you. So I wouldn't get too attached.
Oh, that's
That will stop the next instance of damage you take.
Oh, there.
Nice.
That's cool. Shit, no, I wish I wasn't.
So, we'll flash back from there. We go to our very devout worshippers.
Where would these be on the map?
So, yeah.
It's under one of these two.
Yeah, this one, the Shrine of the Raven is supposed to be a little bit bigger, so probably this one.
Okay.
And this
That
should
would
be
be
the
the-
one for Hoar.
Howar. How do you spell that?
H-O-A-R.
Howar.
That's
And the
so-
pronunciation is still up to debate. It's like Thor.
By the hammer of Thor!
So who wants to pray to their god first?
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead. I have to do the bathroom.
I'm gonna go to the Shrine of Horror. It looks like it's been like
So, yeah, the shrine to him is very dusty, very unkempt. It looks like there's probably no worshippers in this town. Actually, I would say you'd see. It looks as if the placard going up to the shrine has been dusted off recently, but other than that, it still looks to be in a rough state. There's probably a couple of copper coins left sitting there at the altar.
so. This is kind of sad, really, just looking at it. Like, he understands that everyone has their own gods that they worship, and that's fine. But for him right now, this god has given him, like, purpose. So he's going to put 10 gold in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think I really can have anything that could actually dust off in a very quick manner, do I?
I mean, I'd say you could easily, like, go somewhere nearby, you know, maybe like one of the nearby churches.
Oh, Gust of
ask-
Wind!
Or use magic and cheat, yes. You could, if you're using Gust of Wind, you could absolutely just clean off the whole shrine right away.
I'm gonna roll for it.
What, see how you're feeling?
Odds or evens. Odds I do the Gust of Wind. Evens I don't. I just ask like someone to.
Someone for some kind of broom or something. I mean, let's see where Zoltan's thoughts are at.
I'll do some.
Yeah, let's use a d6. So odds and evens. All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Odds I do Gust of Wind. Evens I go for a broom. Just to see.
Yes, I have.
Okay, odds.
So, Zoltan, you begin going to clear off this shrine, and you begin incanting and casting this, and that's that's not cantrip, right? That's a second level spell. So, you begin casting this powerful spell, and you blast away all the dirt and, you know, cobwebs and stuff building up on this shrine.
Like I just say like, in the name of my God's vengeance. And then that's not the word. He's like, in the name of my God, what's the word? I'm trying to say the right one. Doesn't sound like cringy or edgy or anything of the sort.
Go cringy, go edgy. It's D&D. It's worth it.
Okay.
I was really vibing with in the name of vengeance.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Right.
by the storm and by the power of vengeance, I get rid of the dust.
Get rid of the dust.
So,
Dust
I imagine.
Dust.
So, and as he's doing this, you begin using this spell slot to just more powerful spell to clear away and clean this
To
altar.
also show my God's power.
I don't. As you do this, you'd see a few people kind of walking by and looking out the windows begin to take notice and come out somewhat interested, saying, "Oh, you've cleaned up the old altar. I never knew. What god is this too?"
This God's name is Hoar, the God of vengeance, of righteous vengeance.
We could use some vengeance right about now. Can you ask him to strike down this dragon?
We are.
We are already planning it. Me and my companions were planning to take down the dragon itself permanently. For every life he took.
Can you roll me a charisma check? Just flat charisma.
I wish I was there to give you some inspiration on that.
I'm going to give myself guidance.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Please, allow me.
This is definitely a case.
18 plus! Okay, hold
That's
on.
a D4.
Where's my D4? I need my
Here.
D4.
Here.
Give me a
Oh, so you
D4.
got the point.
That's a D6!
I was going.
Cthulhu one's right here.
Oh, I know. Oh, here.
I was gonna say here, dude. Here. Here, I was messing with you.
He's looking for the D4.
I was
All right, let's
messing
see.
with
Let's see. Do I go above 20 or do I go below a 20? 21
Oh, plus your charisma.
plus my charisma. Oh, it's just a flat.
Oh, okay. So, still just over 20. Unnatural. So you see people begin cheering along, kind of rallying with you as these, like, more or less regular working class people are going, yeah!
Can I do a little bit of thaumaturgy a little bit to enhance it?
So, yeah, and I'd say this is probably, this is probably where we'd cut towards Hanu a bit, as you begin to hear, like, in the name of horror, in the name of vengeance, and a bunch of people cheering along. And you hear, like, the sound of jingling coins being tossed at the altar.
Well, first of all,
Slay the dragon! Slay the dragon! Down with the dragon!
I would shoot off a little Eldritch Blast.
You shoot the firework in the back. As you're making your way into the altar of the Raven Queen. So you see, this is more of a small outbuilding. It has a dark kind of wood design to it, rich dark wood. You see there's some windows to it. They're all draped and kept, fairly clean. This altar looks like it has been tended to. As you get there, you see a sign above it. It would say, Blessings of the Raven Queen. May your secrets be kept through her. And this one says open door. As you open up, you see there's a darkly lit room with a similar, lots of black carpeting to it, purple paint to the walls, and just a very dimly lit candle slowly burning in the center of the room.
Is there like a
There's nobody.
statue of the...
So
Because, like...
as you make your way forwards, you can just barely. Actually, you don't have dark vision, right? So yeah, you would see just the very faint outline of a woman in robes, just barely visible from the light of this candle.
Okay.
And sitting at her feet are a few ravens.
I think I should turn a little bird, but I won't. I would walk up to him and...
And just as a reminder, your Book of Ravenkind ability is for like an hour.
Should I? Should
It's
I
up
turn
to
it?
you.
It's up to you, man.
Yeah, your place of worship. Do you like to
Yeah.
worship as a turtle or a bird?
I like horse as a turtle.
turtle warper.
So I just walk up. Is there like a place for me to place some coins or anything?
So as you go closer into like the dark area, you see there's a donation box in
Yeah.
there.
I would donate 10 gold.
Hey, did what I did.
So you're in this, as kind of juxtaposed to his, you're in this very quiet, peaceful altar. You feel as you've gotten in here too, the sound from outside begins to go quieter. You feel a sense of peace and comfort as you're here.
I think I would kneel down, grab my Raven Queen necklace, my little talisman or whatever, and pray. I guess I would just kind of seek out and be like, I could use a little guidance in this time of confusion, I guess. Maybe some type of help trying to find this dragon, or anything you're willing to give.
You hear a voice as one of these ravens begins jumping off of the altar, making its way towards you. Little flitting feathers and feet as it hops over. And it opens its mouth where you would expect to hear a call. You hear a woman's voice. Seek out the secrets from kobolds. They hide the answers you seek. You may have to use insidious methods, but in time you can make them talk.
I am no stranger to insidious methods.
And then the raven just begins to turn its head at you quizzically. And then hops up on your shoulder.
Ooh,
It's Draven's bird. He came up and took its
I
way.
have a friend. Alright, I think I would. I don't know. Can I do like a wisdom check? Or not wisdom, like a. I don't know what it would be.
What are you trying
I don't
to do?
know. I'm not sure. Just trying to pay my respects.
I would say, you're doing good with that with, coming by, making a donation, just
Yeah,
leaving a
okay.
prayer for it.
I think I would just hang out there for a while while he's doing his thing.
Yeah. So you're hanging out, kind of doing your prayer. Zoldan's rallying the masses for Allah's vengeance.
Against the dragon, yeah, because the more people you have, the more power I can call upon vengeance to strike down them.
It's very valid, God. More power to your God. So, at that point, we'll loop back to the other three in our party as you are still looking through the goods here.
I still can't believe we got a high roll with that.
Oh, yeah.
Not charismatic.
So, as of right now, it is still the same few magical items he has laid out. The slippery studded leather armor, perfectly fitted plate mail, wand of magic missiles, Gulliver's hammer, the boots of spring step, and those very expensive books that could allow you to increase one of your stats.
Oh yeah.
And I want to do the Gulliver's hammer. I'm gonna.
You want to get Gulliver's hammer?
Yes, please.
So, it would be 3,000 gold, half price.
Half price. I also have this cello weapon. How much would this also get me?
Quite mundane, a little dented and bloodied. It's unique enough. I suppose I could buy it from you. I could do 400 gold.
And if I included also my scimitar with that as well.
What was your scimitar? It's just a normal one?
It's just a normal scimitar.
I mean, the scimitar's fairly plain. Is there any kind of story behind it?
It was given to me by my ruined dragon mistress, who is no longer alive. She took on 3 other dragons. One of them we are actually going to finish off.
Sounds like a souvenir that could sell good in town. Thank you for the story. I'll give you 100 gold for it.
Okay, so that would give me. I only have 2,000. What was it? 4.
So 500 he'd be giving you for the 2 weapons.
So I only have 2,575 gold at the moment. Is there anything else I can do to?
And so
I'm not sure.
with Jim and
I only have
Jack through there,
I can.
I need 3,000 altogether. I only have 2,575.
Yeah, I can get you a gold bar.
Thank you, Jaster.
so that's what, 1,000 there?
That was 500.
No, 500.
500.
Yeah,
So that would put me. That would put me.
2,500. Yeah, so you'd have 75 gold.
I would have 75 gold left, which.
And then you get Gulliver's hammer.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've got the name of the guy who owned this, right? So,
So I can just cross off this.
so it's your ability. Whenever you use your
Giant's
ability,
Might.
it makes you bigger.
Yeah, Giant's Might.
What does that one do? Is that just for a duration?
Yeah.
I just wanted to see one
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
for it. Yeah, so that would combine with it. Good to know.
Thank
That's
you.
all I was wondering.
Sweet.
Gulliver's hammer. We gotta get you some
Because
watermelons.
you Gulliver.
Oh, that's what it is. Calendar.
Well, yeah, that's why the description for the weapon is.
I think
I'm
it's-
pretty sure I got the name of the guy
I
who
thought,
owned
I
this,
thought it
right?
was right. I'm like, I don't get why it says that.
Gulliver was a giant.
Yeah,
and Gallagher
Gulliver's
smashed
Travels, yeah.
melons with hammers. For
Yeah.
those of you who didn't already get it.
Yeah.
Alright.
See, I was like, I thought that was his name really, and like, I thought that was his name. I thought it was Gulliver.
It's a hammer
he
that makes
still-
you giant
Is
to
he
smash
still
them.
relevant? Is he still alive?
Is Gallagher still relevant? He's a pop culture reference now.
I'm pretty sure the younger audience probably would not get
I'm
it.
just doing thaumaturgy
Oh, no,
stuff
he's
Oh yeah.
for my talking.
2022.
So did you guys want to be
Perfect.
wrapping up what you were doing and headed this way? Or?
Yeah, probably.
And I would thank him for that, and I would probably be heading your guys' way, to tell you the truth.
So you guys, are you guys looking at anything also as far as Jaster?
Because I'm curious about something.
Gem?
I've gathered a lot of followers at this point.
So I mean, maybe the only one that really maybe be good for Gem. Gem, how much money do you have though? Are you?
For how much money I have,
Yeah.
gold pieces. Let's see, I have 500 gold pieces, and I also still have my gold bar still.
So about 1,000 gold.
If they got
So yeah, not too much on you. So yeah.
I still have my gems, but you know gems you will not let me go.
Not gonna trade away the gems.
Yeah, because it still
Hoard
hurts
them
her.
like a dragon fairy.
Yeah.
A fairy
Yeah,
dragon.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
hurts her soul when she has to. Just like,
Alright, so you guys are starting to make your way like back as the other two are kind of walking towards you.
Yeah, I would just I'd be heading to where they were because I am curious about something.
So you guys kind of bump up in the middle of the town as you're kind of making your way towards them. They're making their way towards you.
Is there like a potion shop in town?
There is.
I'd like to find some like acid resistance potions. I think I have
I think
one.
some of you guys are fucked.
Oh, I had,
Yeah.
I had two.
That was in the other town.
Yeah.
yeah.
And maybe just even some more healing potions, because I only have one healing potion.
Oh. Well, you,
I was gonna see about heading to that. I know my character doesn't know about it, but that game.
well, so you meet up with everyone else. I mean, do you guys talk about it?
Oh yeah, I'd mention. I'm like, hey, dude. I look,
He's
I got
also now holding a giant hammer.
Yeah. I got my hammer.
This
I got
hammer's comically large on
What
the
does
head
it
of
look
it.
like? Is it just like a basic
This-
sledgehammer?
yeah.
This is a this is a wooden with like metal studs around it hammer, very long shaft to it. It's got like metal bands wrapped around the middle,
Cool.
and the flat ends of it are almost bound together like a drum almost. It looks almost comical.
Can I try to do the hammer thing?
You want to go? Well, there was a carnival game.
I was like,
Hey, I got 50% off of this, so I can get it. I got it, and thanks to Jaster giving me a little bit extra, so I could get it.
well, at least that was good.
I feel like Jim will just stick around and watch other people try their best at it.
So you're watching people do. As you watch, you see some people are just failing miserably at this. Some people, stronger men, come up and you see they strike it, but it's as if there's something missing. Raw strength enough just isn't enough to get this thing to the top. And then you'd see Hanu and Zoldan begin to approach.
What in the world is going on?
I don't think I can do much. My strength sucks.
Well, my strength is not the my strength is not the strongest as well, but it has a little bit of.
Yeah, but this game is fun.
Yeah, I got 50%
Before I
off.
do, I'm gonna get myself guidance again.
Gonna give yourself guidance.
Free.
So a test of your strength and of your will.
My wisdom.
Yes.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna fail miserably.
Alright,
No.
which one's going to be the strength, which one's going to be the wisdom?
Now,
Yeah.
Choose your dice.
you get to pick. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's you.
You're the player.
Strength.
That was what I would have picked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to pick regular
Wisdom.
strength.
Yep.
Wisdom, yeah.
Now you have a D4 added to both, so if you want to roll them separate. As you cast guidance on yourself prior to playing this game.
Hey, look, it helps a little bit. It's not like I'm cheating.
You are absolutely cheating.
All right, here we go.
He watches, and you guys see, as Zoldan casts guidance on himself, the dwarven man begins to smile.
Oh, really? Oh, wait.
Oh no, he absolutely notices you cast the spell, but he doesn't go to stop you.
Oh, I'm gonna get failed miserably, aren't I?
No.
Then you won't get as nice of a prize. Just
You
do
don't
it.
know.
Do
You
it.
already did it though.
What,
You're in
you
the
already-
process.
I can't do anything, can I?
No, you're good. You can roll it.
Just roll. Let's see what you get.
That's a 14.
14 for strength.
For wisdom?
A 9
Plus 2.
plus 2.
It's still average, but not the
Yeah, it's a 11 plus 14, 25. So
It's failing.
you'd see it goes about halfway up on the bar. You get again adventurer prospect. Oh, this was a good try, but I'm afraid you'll just get a consolation prize, something for your efforts.
It's fine. I don't need it.
Oh, I think you'll like this one.
It's a comic relief thing.
Arrogant.
He looks at you a bit quizzically. Oh, you don't know that. There's lots and lots of tricks, fun trinkets in this bag. What would suit you? And he begins rummaging through this large sack on his side. Something to suit a cleric.
He's gonna start walking
I
away.
know. Hold on, he has something. Trust me, you'll want this one. And he pulls out a monocle. This will allow you to locate one item you are looking for, but only for a short moment.
It's only one use, right?
Oh yes, it's a simple trinket.
Yeah. Oh.
Could use.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
Does
but
Jem
the
do
sword!
that?
You,
Does Jem-
you
does
look
Jem
like
do
you
this?
were. You look like you were seeking a bit of guidance. And he's going to. He hands the monocle over to you. For all intents and purposes, you know, this will mimic the effects of a locate object spell, but only for one turn. So 6 seconds of basically pinging you the location of an object within 1,000 feet that you've seen personally. So there's
So I cannot do
the
it.
trick to it.
Well, somebody else could use it.
I'll be like,
It's a monocle. Maybe
he says
somebody
like,
else could
he goes like, well played, very well played.
Yes. Anybody else want to try?
I'll try. So what am I doing? The saving throw?
Oh, no. So it'd
just
be.
like
It would be your.
Strength
Oh yeah, did
plus
you do
one?
athletics by the way?
Athletics.
It would have been about the same either way. Yeah.
No, it was +2 then. So
Yeah. So it'd be athletics, and it'd be whatever your highest skill modifier. So like charisma for you also. Everyone's charisma based. We're a charismatic party.
Yes, we are.
so strength and charisma. So this will be purple. Will be charisma. I got a net 1 on the charisma. A 17 or 16 plus 1 on the strength, and then a 5 on the charisma. So 21.
21 total. So it'd go in
Shit.
again to the lower end, around the same as what Jim got.
I know. I don't have anything I could have used.
Well,
No ways to cheat.
hey, I could give this to Merlin, whatever her
Yeah,
name is.
Merellowyn.
She can already just cast the spell though.
Yeah.
Or
So.
Prime.
Oh, the scroll!
Hmm?
The scroll!
What's
What's wrong?
My soul scroll.
Yeah.
The one that fucker took.
Yes.
Here.
Now,
Could be a
for
1,000
reference,
feet.
within 1,000 feet of you,
That's how
it could
yeah.
be something to hold on to till later to use.
Yeah.
I will use
As
it
these
for
thoughts
later.
run through Draven's head. Ah,
Draven!
Sorry, wrong game.
Zoldan!
I was looking at the Raven guy. Old campaign.
This
Yeah,
isn't
for
versus
real.
Strahd.
Zoldan. Ah.
Oh, fuck. Raven's there
I
watching.
know. I'm too locked in.
And laughing.
Oh, we had a Curse of Strahd campaign. It lasted how long? Like a year?
Yeah.
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 Ash looking at
Oh, boy.
watch is like,
So then you get the novice adventurer. Of course, there's always a prize for everyone. What would suit you best? Let me look at my new table. Quick, somebody fill the dead air. What I think. This is why you should leave the dice.
Right.
so you want to roll the comically large dice.
The reason why I can, because of my gap.
This one I think you'll like quite a bit. And he flicks towards you a small blue stone. It's a new product. One of my companions has been working on it. When you throw it down, it will create an orb that will defend you from projectiles temporarily. But it only lasts a few seconds. You could throw it on yourself, throw it on others. We're still working out the kinks.
Oh,
It will give you the effects of cover when you throw it down.
Oh, okay.
and you can use it as a reaction
Oh, sweet.
to throw it at yourself or within 30 feet of you.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I think we should have those for regular sale available soon enough.
Cool.
Please
Nice.
tell me how it works.
I will. I assume I'll be seeing you again.
Oh, of course. It'll be one of my friends.
Yes.
Yes, you got quite a few franchises, don't you?
Oh, no. All the same franchise, but it's a group venture.
Oh, okay.
Where do you go? Do you go inside the mural when you're not here? Because I saw you on the mural last time, and now you're not on the mural.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Well, I can't give away all the wonder and mystery now, can I?
You can give me this.
I could.
But you.
But where's the fun in that?
No.
Had a hearty laugh and he's going to look at you and spring himself into the wall of the caravan
Oh.
and then spring back out and do a cartwheel.
That's
Ho, ho, ho.
So there's what? There's him. The
I can
dwarf,
tell you because you're looking at it right
yeah,
now.
The gnome, a turtle.
So you'd see, in order from left to right, you can see that there is the powerful dwarven man there, a very acrobatic-looking half-elven woman,
Oh, okay.
a very sturdily built-looking Goliath who's drinking,
Oh.
a very studious human man reading off the scroll, a wise turtle sage, and the very charismatic gnomish man with the orange hair and twirling mustache.
So there's an elf, human, a Goliath.
And a turtle. Forget those.
I am interested in a turtle.
Nah, turtles are lame.
I am very curious what the half elf is like. If she's anything like the half elf I played in another campaign, I am going to laugh.
I love elves.
Let's just say she is a theater kid. She
So
is a
does
theater
Hannah.
kid.
Yes.
My half
What
elf
am I
was-
calling this? Just calling it a blue stone? Cover stone?
Prototype still.
Yeah, you just call it a prototype.
Enlarger.
Prototype in the picture. Prototype shield stone.
That would be a good one.
Oh, so maybe the next one will be like shield and not cover?
Well, it's basically mimicking the effects of a shield spell.
Oh, okay.
Also, for that, it would be a 5-foot radius. So,
Okay.
you basically just hit one person.
So I think I may have asked this last session, but I'm not 100% sure because we've had a time between. Do you think there would be any temple to Bahamut in there? Because I'm curious. I'm just curious.
Bahamut would be more the light temple there. So,
Okay.
it's kind of a
Yeah, I'd
religious altar. They have some sort of scripture for worship on it, that one.
yeah, I'd probably want to just go there just to.
Yeah.
I have a feeling like,
Dragons right now.
I have a feeling right
I know,
now that
well-
probably his statue wouldn't be up there at that point.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think they normally have a little statue of him,
but I would still try because if I could possibly get something, any information or hope.
The funding, I think, is going to go to that statue at this point.
Yeah.
yeah, you'd see, like, as you were leaving the shrine to Hoar, there's, a fairly decent-sized pile of gold forming there. I imagine somebody would have come by, put, like, a nice wooden box there by now and began funneling it in.
It's a buy later.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would want to go to that light temple and I'm probably just.
So were you guys looking at buying anything? Or you guys?
Yeah.
There's nothing really I can get.
Yeah,
Okay,
should we
yeah,
go
but-
on currency?
Price
Here,
on the corner.
Can we
Oh,
give
sorry.
Can we give another whack with the hammer on the?
I'm afraid you can't.
Darn it.
One try per person.
Here, can I have another one?
You're trying to see, just in general, what kind of price you get for that corn idol with
Yeah.
gem eyes. I'm not mistaken, it was a big piece of amber with gem eyes, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Looked like a big ear of corn with gems in it.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that one probably been worth a few thousand gold. I believe it was made of gemstones.
Yeah, like all the.
I think it was made of like amber with like the emerald accents on it to yeah, be really fancy. Oh, you saw it when you got it originally. It's like this really fancy corn gemstone.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see it. I
Yeah,
wasn't paying
it's
attention.
probably worth a few thousand gold. So it's basically a large hunk of raw carved gemstones.
Like 3,000.
Yeah.
Okay, just do like 15.
And it was pretty big. It's, size of a thing of corn.
Yeah.
Solid cut. So,
Yeah.
you want to make your way to the other church,
Yeah, just because I wanted
try and get your dragon worship in.
to. Yeah.
I feel like as you come over there, are you guys coming with him, or are you guys...
I might as well
set
come with
things?
him because I'm a cleric.
You guys are trying to check out potions.
Yeah, I wanted to see.
I might as well. I've got nothing else better to do.
Potion shop.
I may not worship your god, but he will be helping you, like the spiritual way. I
Remember
guess.
our potion
exactly.
prices.
Just
How
kind
were
of
they looking last
just
time?
trying to see if he can
I
maybe
remember.
It was about 250
give us
for
advice
resistance
and point us in
potions,
the right
believe
direction.
So.
and then 500 for the healing
500 was
potion.
like healing.
It's like I'm not very religious, but I know that he helps out
Yeah.
every.
And then they
Every
also
so
have
often, so-
the... They would have some more in this city, actually. So I don't think
Yeah.
you've been to the one in this city.
We haven't been to this one yet. Yeah, I was saying pretty much going to see if there's anything new.
Potion shop.
Yeah, my irradiated dice. But that's what I'm calling these now. My irradiated dice, because that's what
So
they look
you
like.
show up to the
Yeah.
potion
That,
shop.
yeah.
So you, so we've got Vosh and Zoldan are going to the church.
Yes.
You're going potion shop. Anything
So I got what I
potion
need,
shop.
really. I just
Potion
wanted
shop. All right.
some
So
spiritual.
I'll loop towards Vosh and Zoldan first as they're walking up onto a scene, and then dramatically cut back to the potion shop.
Oh, scene.
So
Yeah.
Vosh and Zoldan, you guys begin making your way towards this area where the churches and shrines are, and as you look over, you'd see where this large crowd was cheering, you'd hear a loud crash
What?
as something falls.
What happened?
And you look over and see it looks like a young boy seems to have been kind of trapped under this falling arm from a stone statue holding a sword up from this altar to Hoar.
Oh boy.
I would go over there and try to help him up.
I would
Start
go.
rushing over.
I would help
Oh, yeah.
him too.
So,
Oh, yeah.
as you guys get over there, you'd see it's one of these scruffy-looking kids holding this box of coins, now spilled out onto the ground, with a stone arm from the statue having fallen on them, trapping them in place.
Oh, that's fucking karma.
And then
Yeah.
we cut back
Instant.
to the potion.
That is karma.
That's
I was
instant
like-
karma right there.
Didn't we tell you not to start stealing from people?
Yeah.
Especially not dogs.
Well, it wasn't a person, it was a statue!
His God.
It's
Just
still
a
me.
Just
And then we cut back to the three at the potion
Got
shop.
it.
I find that kind of funny as hell.
I do
Oh,
I would just
When I find out it's one of them, I'm just like,
there.
Pick up the box, put that.
I guess
Yeah, right. Just be like,
Smited by stones.
it's like I'd be
So
like,
you guys, as you get up to the potion shop, you'd see a sign on it that says Stone Flask Fixes. And as you make your way, you see this is a bit larger of a potion shop. Looks a bit more, one of the more established affluent buildings in the city. It's got like a sign almost like doctor's office, you know. They have a lot more things like, you know, general medical stuff as well, like healer's kits, things like that. And a pretty good stock of potions. So, what were you guys looking for as far as that goes?
I would just like some healing potions. I mean, I do have 2 of the potions of acid resistance. Do you think we need more?
Oh,
I don't
yes.
know How many?
One for you and then 2 more.
but I'm not here,
Okay.
so I can't comment.
So
on
you're,
it.
you're just trying, I'd say, so if you buy 3 potions of acid resistance, that's probably about all they've got there.
Okay.
So that'd be enough to kind of clean them out.
So that'll be I have 2, so that'll be 1
750
person. You have 3, so that'll be the whole party. Because I have 2.
Because I have like 1 potion of healing and 1 potion of poison.
You have
So
potion,
what you gonna say to the
potion
kid
of
when he
Healing and
poison.
poison, yeah.
Be like,
Like poison or poison resistance or poison? Yeah, poison.
There's potion of poison.
Oh, wait.
That's what.
Oh yeah, so you got poison.
See what type of healing potions they have. They have any,
And the
Yeah, they
lungs
can
also.
they have any more party healing potions, or we just do it?
I'll just be like,
No, so yeah, we're doing those are the stat
like those?
healing potions.
That's
You're making
alright, yeah.
more.
it's a gemstone
Yeah,
dice.
sure.
So those ones we did, they restore like a flat 20, right?
Yeah, we did 10 plus 2.
Yeah, now.
10 plus 2d6.
Wow.
So that's the standard healing potion.
14.
Yeah. So we have the standards is that
My
they
metal
have
dice.
500
Yeah,
in
these are like,
stock,
yeah, I
in
don't know
stock
this
for
guy.
the store. They would have, I'm gonna say probably 5 here. Their limit on it.
So 1,000. Yeah, I'll do
2 of those healing potions.
Oh my gosh.
And 100 platinum, is that
1,000 gold, yeah.
So we just give them my platinum.
Hand over the platinum for a couple of healing potions. Oh, you must have quite the ailment. You'll need 2 of these healing potions.
We might be facing this dragon that's been messing the area up, so I would imagine so.
Oh, goodness. Well, can't do too much, but here, you can have 1 more of these in the house. We're going to face a dragon.
Sir,
Just try not to die with it.
we will try our hardest.
Are you going with the knights?
Yes, we're going to bring some of them as well.
I'd bring all of them if you could.
And how?
We're trying,
If we
but
could.
if we can.
We need some to stay back and defend you.
Very true, very true. Thank you.
Yes, we don't want to leave you
Yeah,
Unguarded.
defenseless.
I'm not there, so I mean, I can't say anything.
And that's all I think that's all I need for healing potions. It's pretty easy.
Yep.
Yep.
It's for somebody when if need be.
And Jim's kind of like looking around the strip club, the shop.
So, yeah, I mean, you could see, there's some stuff like, they've got, alchemist's fires, things like sharpness oils for weapons.
No, is that what this?
You could, so, yeah, I mean, sharpness oil could, effectively give your weapon a +1 to rolls and damage for an hour, or it could coat 10 arrows.
Here. Well, she doesn't really have any arrows, so definitely will help with her rapier or her different dagger.
Yeah, if you wanted to put on one of those.
So how much would
Those would be 250 gold.
here? Okay, so 250. Yeah, I got 250 gold. I got it.
So you're gonna buy one of those?
Missing my.
I mean, and then the other stuff they had, there's stuff like fortitude potions. Those were only 250. They give you 10 HP.
I've got 2 of those, so already.
Alright,
So you guys stocked up on all of your potions.
yes, I guess so.
Yeah.
So, as you guys have finished up potion shopping, we looped back to the truant collectors.
Like, I look at the boys down, it's like, well, well, well. What were you trying to steal this time?
Well, there was a bunch of people, and they were putting coins into a box, and there's nothing to stop them from taking the box. I thought it was supposed to be a donation. I thought it was to feed the needy, and I felt really needy today, so.
And yet, my god's hand struck you down.
Yeah, he's quite the god. I mean, it's a really heavy arm. It'd be nice if you'd get it all for me. I promise I'll put the coins back.
I'm gonna incite that
I
shit.
don't want any trouble.
I'm gonna incite that shit.
Sure.
I don't believe this fucking kid for 1 minute.
Yeah, it's
And
probably
here
not
we
one of the
actually
ones
thought we
you've
would
seen.
try to
5
help
plus
you guys.
6, that's 11, damn it.
With an 11, you can still tell the kid looks real squirrely. Like the moment this comes off him, he's still going to try and run.
Actually, this time, no. I'm not going to do that because karma always comes back to bite you in the ass.
And you just hear this little voice in your head. Zoltan, this fool, he disrespects our tenants. Take your vengeance. punish him fully.
Oh boy, he's
what are
like,
you gonna do?
my character is like,
And you know, so you would know for your reference though. Your god is wrathful, but the other tends towards vengeance. Would be, not so much it has to be wrathful, but fair punishment, retribution.
An arm for an arm.
an eye for an eye, as they say, too.
But that's up to you on how you choose to interpret it.
Oh boy.
I mean, I kind of have a funny idea what you could do.
Well, give me some ideas, because I don't want to kill
Oh,
them.
I mean, hey, so right now, only people here is Zoltan and Fox.
Right.
I'm trying to think of like some ideas, like
So what do you want to do with him?
killing him is not the best way. In all honesty, I would never want to do that. He's just a child, and he still has lots of lessons to learn. But that doesn't mean
No, killing me is no good.
How about a little bit of a, shopping crafts? How's that?
How about a bit of a spanking?
That's what it is.
I'm going to do a spanking.
Such a good thing.
You're going to spank the child. I mean, there's like a little bit of a crowd for this too. Is there's people there watching him go to steal it.
Be like, this is what happens to thieves who actually tried to steal from one another.
So you guys, so
That's not
you
gonna be
would
a
see
good.
that the crowd kind of comes by as, this child tried stealing from the altar, and Zoltan just begins giving the child like merciless spanking. The kid begins wailing like, just a little kid. I'm sorry.
Have you learned your lesson?
Yes, please, let me go. I won't do it again. I'll leave it alone.
I'll pick up the arm and just get it off him.
You pull the arm up off of him. You see he tucks back up and sets the box of coins back at the altar. I'm sorry. Who? As he tries to read the placard.
Hoar, the god of vengeance.
Hoa! Vengeance! What a cool god! I'm sorry! And he begins praying at the altar, like, I'm sorry! Forgive me!
And I say in my mind, like, does this please you, my god?
It seems a good thrashing was all the whelp needed to put him on the right path.
Good. What have I done?
Oh boy.
Just to clarify, we do
I would have done an arm. I mean, Howard was kind of giving you a sign.
Look, even that.
At least.
Yeah, hand at least.
Look,
You
even
don't want to
look,
lose a hand.
look, he's just a kid. If it was like an adult, maybe I can see that.
Here.
If it's an adult, cut his arm off.
Yeah.
Like,
So
It would have sent a message of vengeance just going back to you.
this is not a form of. I'm not going to do barbarism unless they're fucking monsters.
So, I mentioned you'd also see, as this is happening, the people kind of form around the shrine are now swapping out the box for like a metal one.
Yeah.
Kind of hammering it into the altar, putting a little padlock on. Don't worry, Sultan. We'll make sure nobody desecrates this altar. We will have our vengeance from that pesky dragon when you strike him down. Zoltan! Oh!
I'm gonna lift my flaming sword of vengeance in the air.
So give me a performance check as you do this.
Can I do it at advantage?
Yeah, just give me a check. No advantage. You can do guidance if you wanted.
Fuck it! It's guidance.
Because
Let's
you're
go.
doing the silly move.
Do you want to help me or
There's this little, red glow around him.
death to
10 plus
Plus your guidance also.
plus 4? Okay, I'm gonna borrow one of your dice.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
And do you have anything for performance or no? Just flat roll?
Just flat roll. That's I'm not a charisma based person.
Mm-hmm.
2, so that's 12. Not the best.
Well, also, so were you helping him, Vosh?
Yeah, I was gonna give him a hand because hey, Kobolds.
So you're like, okay, so imagine it probably be like, Vosh boosting you up or something. You
Yeah.
can roll again with advantage.
Roll one more time.
Yeah. You re-roll the guidance too, though.
11. Let's see.
Slightly better.
13. It's still better.
It's not better.
You boost a little higher. People are still, though, they're kind of enthralled with this. So you put on this big display. Zoltan! Oh, what? Kill the dragon! Kill the dragon! So you've rallied the people for vengeance.
Well, that's not good.
That's good.
Yeah.
You've got, like, the nice crowd of maybe, a couple dozen people just cheering along. Vengeance!
Vengeance will be ours!
Punish the thieves!
There we
Kill
go.
the dragon!
Sorry, that was a little loud. I apologize.
No, you're fine. And I still want to go to the line after this.
Oh yeah, and then you're going to the other church. So
Yeah.
I would say you would see at the other church, the Church of Light.
He would probably associate him though as well to him.
With
Like he would probably help him like into the church and like give him any guidance he can.
Yeah.
go with. So you're going with him also.
Yeah.
So you go in and you see as you're like looking through, asking, if there's
Yeah.
any place to worship Baphomet. You'd see.
Bahamut.
Bahamut.
Oh yeah, big difference. Baphomet.
Yeah, Bahamut.
Oopsie daisy, somebody likes the demons too much. Anywho's, you'd see somebody is already there as they motion you towards a very small section of the church where there is a tiny altar, a little statuette of the Platinum Dragon. Baphomet. And there'd just be one person there praying. It'd be a bit of an older lady who would just be doing a quiet prayer. Oh, please, Platinum Dragon, strike down the evil wretches that serve Tiamat. Send me a hero, the greatest one you have. He's gonna with a little elbow.
He's gonna push him up a little bit. He's gonna push him up. He's pushing the kobold like up like. You got this.
Is this, can I also pray here as well, please?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
I also am here to pray, to pray to Bahamut, for some guidance on actually helping me kill this black dragon.
Oh, and she faints.
Oh no! Not again.
Game over.
Not again. This is happening.
So the lady kind of comes to and goes,
Are you
Oh.
okay?
"Yes, sorry, just a little taken aback. I'm sure Bahamut will give you the guidance you need to slay a tyrannical dragon.
Well, it's not the first time I've met this guy.
And you lived?
Barely. Thanks to my mistress who has passed.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, and
Thank you.
hopefully Bahamut hears your prayers too.
Thank you.
And you're left to your little altar to the Platinum Dragon.
I'm like, okay, that was awkward.
It happens.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd probably just, start praying up, just like basically asking Bahamut. This might be the. I haven't prayed to you very often.
I might put some incenses down there for him to have him a little
You
guidance.
start burning some incense to it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for him.
This
He
is,
doesn't worship Bahamut, but he's giving him some help at the very
yeah.
least.
It's like
For his god.
it. I may have not. I don't really pray to you that often, but I have heard of your deeds, Bahamut. But I need some help and insight on what we need to do to beat this black dragon that we're going to be going up against here soon. I have a big task ahead of me.
I would say as you do this, you don't hear anything in particular,
Right.
but maybe just as you're praying, a few streams of light begin to pour through the window and land on you and Zoltan.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's all, and that's all that would happen.
Yeah, I'm just taking it as a sign, and I'm like, I just say thank you, and my way.
I may not worship Bahamut, but I support your belief in him.
Thank you. He's one of the good dragons. So,
He's one of the good ones.
yeah.
The good dragons.
Good dragon.
Oh, that's what he believes.
So,
Platinum Dragon?
Platinum dragon?
He's a good
the
dragon.
Platinum Dragon.
The
platinum, the one.
Oh, is there no other problem?
No, there is not.
Oh, there's only one.
There's only
He's
metallic
easy.
dragons and chromatic dragons when it comes to the world.
Gold are considered like the really powerful ancient, good
Yeah.
dragons, and then
That's
there's
it.
the dragon gold, who's platinum, and
Mhm.
fancy.
The dragons, the metallic ones are the good ones, while the chromatic ones are the bad ones.
And our lesser-known electrum dragon.
And void dragons.
That would be funny.
That would be interesting.
But that's probably where we'll start to cut away as you guys begin to make your way back towards the keep, where you could see a couple of things have been prepared for you. You would see that they have prepared, and let's see, there is 6 of you. They probably have only gotten you 4 horses and a small white donkey. But they have some horses prepared for you with some packs loaded up, and you would see riding on one of the horses, now released from her confinement, is Merellowyn, with a very oversized backpack on her back, and you see this bright pink spell book in her hand.
I'd probably say it's good to see you out of there.
Yes, very nice.
Let's get out of here.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, agreed.
So,
Should we head back to... Well,
Front's just been tagging along the whole time,
just
yeah.
went from this.
Started dawn.
So yeah, should we head back
So, yeah,
to
it's-
the...
I would say, so now it's probably from all the stuff you guys have been doing going around town, probably getting in towards like later in the day, late afternoon.
Well, say to Merlin, we have a couple rooms at the tavern. Do you want to get some better dinner? I don't know what they were feeding you in there, but dinner and actual bed? And then we'll head out in the morning? Or do you want to go right
Well,
now?
it's a couple of days' travel. The dinner doesn't sound bad before we hit the road, but I think it'd be better to go sooner than later.
Can we pick up a couple rations at the very least, actually?
Actually, the packs are already stocked. They did set us up with some water and rations on the horses.
Then that's good. The sooner we leave, the better.
I agree.
Worried about sleep. Sure. You guys want to leave now? I'm down to leave now. I'm fine. Fine to leave now.
Takes shifts sleeping on the horses.
Yeah.
My night
Just
vision will
try
come in
them
handy.
off or even like...
Or dark vision.
I want to ask for like...
I don't want to fuck the world.
Yeah, I mean, they gave
So we
you...
have 3 horses and a donkey, and then Merellowyn riding on her own horse. So
Well, she had one of the horses.
okay, so
Four
they
horses
have
and a donkey.
Yeah, it was 4 horses.
3
and a donkey.
horses that are not being taken,
Yeah.
and then
And reasonably, about 2 people could ride a horse, depending.
I can just
I could just sit on. I could just sit on somebody's.
You also do have 2
shoulder.
small people.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you,
it's
you and
so
Yeah,
it'd,
wonder
it'd
who's
be
gonna ride
4
it.
horses. Like there'd be probably a couple of brown ones, black one, a more hay-colored horse, and then the donkey is a stark white.
Yeah, wonder who's gonna ride the donkey?
donkey.
You've got a few options.
I say
The donkey looks like it could reasonably hold in.
Here. I can again. Jim can just chill on somebody's shoulder, so she's good.
I'll ride with Merellowyn.
You're trying to pony up with her.
I got the hots for Merellowyn.
I think we all did.
What's a dinner? Maybe a room?
Yeah.
Okay, honey,
Good.
don't
Good
get any
save
ideas.
Maybe I don't need to save my wife,
That's the first time for everything, then.
right?
Yeah, that's a baby can float with me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, do it, baby.
No.
And where we'll pick up next time is as they hit the road to try and find out which of these 2 towns they'll be headed to. Till next time, everybody.
Till next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.